Well, how's everybody doing today? It is September 10th, Tuesday afternoon, just after lunch. I haven't videoed anything lately, just kind of every day is like kind of the same deal. So nothing really interesting going on, just the same old stuff. But we had 5 babies this morning. We have 4 cows calved and 1 heifer. And then I'm over here checking across the road right now, checking the close-ups. And we got one there, 198 had a heifer. Right up here we got 1160. She had a heifer. Get up here. Little heifer, 1160. There's a red tag cow there. That's her calf. Right up here. So I thought this morning when 237 was coming back from the feeding that she might be the next one to calve, which sure does look like she did. And that's another heifer there. And then, but 535, okay. Yeah, 535's clean, so she's got a little bit of clean mucus coming out, so she hasn't calved yet, and she's probably going to be the next one to calve. So I got 3 heifers from 3 cows and another one about to calve. So 237's Kiwi, so that calf's a Dutch, and those 2 calves over there are gonna be Kiwis. So. So we'll be back over here in a couple hours. Probably usually come over here like at 4:30. We'll pick up the babies and carry the moms to the dairy barn and let them get milked first, and then they just go right into the fresh cow group, and we'll get them babies put up. I got a lot of stuff to do. It just depends on what I can get done today. Nobody's calving over there. And then right now we're going to head out and jump on a little dozer. Wes is hauling dirt to fix up lanes so that we can get up and down the lanes real easy with the drill here in a few weeks. Yeah, 4 weeks probably be planting seeds, so we need to have all the lanes nice and easy. That way the drill can travel up and down and not lean over and hit ground or anything like that. And we just got a lot of washouts from all the water in the winter and the spring, so just trying to get those fixed. Jeremy's going to be setting up the panels, the bottle holders, and the bucket holders for the older houses. We'll go over there real quick and I'll show you what we got going. Alright, we're pulling up to the calf hutches. We got these 2 rows are full of the newer houses, and these are the older ones on this side. This line is full. That is the last line of the newer houses. And then we started this line with the older houses, which needs to get a little straighter than it is. But it is now full. So those calves that me and Jeremy bought, they're right here. Like that's one of them. Well, all these are right here. Except for there's a bull calf in here. I think that's the bull. So there's some of the heifers. Yeah, pretty sure there's a couple Jersey crosses, like that one. That one kind of looks like one. There's another one down there. But yeah, everybody's doing pretty good right now. So I'll take you over here real quick. So we started this line this morning. Jeremy and Allie moved all these houses yesterday. Allie was driving that 2155 with the trailer, and Jeremy was loading it up and bringing them over here. So that calf was from this morning, and then the other 4 calves from this morning are on that very first row. So we'll get those 3 will fit in right here, and we'll go get them in a little bit. Right now we're gonna run out and get on the dozer, and then we'll do some pushing up dirt. Just driving by and I just seen this. It wasn't like this a day ago or two. So, I need to find a good spot. And then I'll explain. Snow. Ah. Get on my finger, mother. See that there? That's a little armyworm. That is not good. It's the only one I've seen so far. I've only been looking for about 20-30 seconds. They're tiny right now, so they just probably hatched. This is actually the first field that I've seen like this. This time of year, I'm always looking when I'm driving up and down the lanes, just to try to see if there's any evidence of these little bastards. And anyway, it's coming around, and you could. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but okay, let me see. You see that grass? Let me get it over here in the shade. See the grass, how the tips are white and it's got little holes chewed in it? Well, that's from armyworms eating on it. Hanging it, like, look at this. See how that leaf's all screwed up? You know, these leaves should look, well, like this one here. Well, see, there's an armyworm right underneath there. I just kind of smashed him with my thumb. So we got armyworms. There's one on my boot. Alright. Armyworms, if you don't know what they are like devastating. They will wipe out entire fields. You can actually have it where they were hatched. You can tell over here around that water trough, just this side of the water trough, the grass is white right there. Like frosted tip looking white. Number 20 was just grazed off, so it's kind of, anyway. But over there around that water trough is white, and right here in this corner is white. Everything else to me looks really green. I drove all around this morning moving the dry cows and heifers, which are over there. So I've been just about everywhere. This is the first spot it's coming around the corner there, and I just saw it. You can just tell it's kind of got white tips, and then it's got white tips around that water trough. All right, well, I had to run up here real quick because Wes beat me out here, and I had to get on the dozer and make a path for him to go. So on the armyworms, obviously just found them. They're just hatching. So now that's going to be something that we have to check, you know, once, maybe even twice a day, to I guess, to get the best bang for our buck on spraying them. You know, we went and sprayed that one spot. Right now it ain't gonna do a whole lot of good because, you know, they have to cross the economic threshold, and right now they're just little bitty hatchings. I mean, they get up to be an inch and a half long, and so like the one that we saw was just, I don't even know, probably quarter of an inch, eighth of an inch, something like that. And there was a little bit bigger one on my boot, but there was a bunch of more smaller ones. And like I said earlier, I've been all over the place. I've been watching. It's that time of year, and that's the first spot I've seen. So this field was just grazed off by the dry cows. But over here in number 12, there's no damage at all. There's no spots. There's no nothing. It's a little bit wilted from the heat, which early in the morning and late in the evening it will not do that. But right now, being about 98 degrees, it's a little wilted. And I just realized that we're underneath the power lines, so you might be hearing them buzzing. But anyway, that's armyworms can take a hayfield, take any grass, and just go down to nothing. They will, like on some really good looking stuff like this that's 6 inches tall, they will take it down to the ground. And if let's just say they were hatched over here in this corner by where I parked the Ranger, they will move across the field, and there will be a line of good tall grass and nothing behind it, and they'll keep moving across the field as they go. You know, kind of hence the name. Well, they're green and black, and they march across a field, so that's, I think, the reason somebody started calling them armyworms. But they will wipe out everything. Last year, we put out a bunch of fertilizer this time of year. We got the rain. We had everything. Everything was perfect. Armyworms last year were the worst that we've ever had. We had like 3 different rounds of armyworms for whatever reason. And we were trying to bale as fast as we could bale to get ahead of them. And out here we had grass that looked better than this, and by the time we could get on it and get it cut, there was nothing but stems left. So they were actually eating the hay on the windrows when we were cutting and baling. I mean, you drive across the field in the Ranger and they'd be packed into the wheels and all the frame of the Ranger, and it was bad. You could actually, as you were walking or you were driving, you could feel them pop underneath your feet, and and you could actually watch them jump off the grass. When they feel vibration or anything like that, or kind of however they feel you walking towards them, they will fall off the grass onto the ground. So if you're ever looking for armyworms, you got to be smooth and quiet, and you kind of want to, like, if you walked up to this place, you want to be looking a couple feet in front of you, and you got to kind of, like over there, I parted the grass apart and started looking to see if anything was crawling. And yeah, so something else we got to deal with now. But right now we're gonna work on this lane. You can see these washouts. When it rains, it pours. And I was figuring a while ago that the only way to combat this is if we poured concrete down all the lanes. And there's no way we could afford 6 miles worth of concrete altogether. So, or at least 5 to 6 miles of concrete. Not that we go 5-6 miles away from the dairy barn, but with all the branches of the lanes going every which way, we come a mile this way, we go a half a mile that way, and all the other stuff. So it all adds up. But I mean, this lane, we had it looking awesome a couple years ago, and with the amount of cows walking up and down them, the cows like to walk single file. Once they start walking single file, they make a little berm, just a little edge. And then you get a lot of water like we got last winter and the spring. The water runs down those cow paths and then creates a washout. Once the washout starts, there ain't nothing you can do about it until it dries out and you start moving a lot of dirt. So that's what we got going on right now. We'll be doing this for the next couple hours, and then we'll get over there and get those babies. And hopefully there's no surprises like the armyworms. So we'll get to dozing. Stuck. We're gonna have to push him out. So we'll keep doing this for a little while longer. He already had some dirt up there I gotta go do. And then the dirt he just dumped with the other dirt he dumped before. I think he dumped all that yesterday. But that's kind of what you have to do, is you just have to keep, you don't want to just make a pile where he just dumped, because all you're going to do is that truck's not going to have a chance pulling that belly dump through it. There's no telling. I mean, he's obviously way overweight. He's just hauling. I don't know if you can see right down there. The track hose moving. So he's cutting up and going over the fences, through the pastures, and then around this way and back down the lane and back down to the pile. So with the weight of being overloaded and all that good stuff, and then trying to go through this wet dirt, this is stuff that we cleaned out of a pond last summer. Sand and some clay and some goop and whatever else mixed in. It'll harden up and make a good lane material, but we want to keep the crown in the middle, let everything slope off to the sides, and keep water off the lane, and keep water going into the fields, and not tearing up the lane. So we just have to kind of keep it thin, so as he's coming, it'll keep packing it down, and then we just keep moving dirt over and letting it roll off into the holes, and that way it'll pack better and it'll last longer. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll go get them calves in a little bit. Okay, we didn't have that white one earlier. There's all 4 heifers. Come on. Come on. Oh, I see. Come on. Well, we got those cows in, and then Jeremy got those calves put up in their hutches. And I just got an order of some needles and some syringes and some vaccine, I think. But just restocking the big cooler on the back of the Ranger. Just got some 16 gauge 3/4 inch needles and some 18 gauge 1 inch needles. Some 3 milliliter syringes and 5 milliliter syringes, or 6 I guess. But yeah, that always hurts when it hits you in the head when it does that. Well, we're gonna get this cooler filled up, and then I'm gonna go vaccinate about 30 newborns over the last couple days with Enforce 3. And then Allie's supposed to be coming. She's home from school. She's gonna help out, and we'll get that done. And then got a couple other things I got to do, and I'm gonna try to run out and bulldoze some more. And then it'll be time to move the heifers and the dry cows and all that good stuff. So that's going to do it for this video, but I want to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one. And please rate. See ya.